सेकेंड वन इज दैट इज मॉडर्न फार्मिंग मेथड. ठीक है, मॉडर्न फार्मिंग मेथड ये क्या है? That means we should be shifted from traditional method to be converted to modern farming method. ये इसमें क्या यूज करेंगे? bullocks and that plow. Instead of that we should use the tractors, proper irrigated tubers, then a higher amount of chemical, then fertilizers, pesticides. All this quality should be increased. Manures, देन HYV सीड्स, ट्रेडिशनल सीड्स हम लोग यूज नहीं करेंगे. ये कौन से पीरियड में चेंज हुआ? 1960s में. जब ये सब यूज हुआ देन प्रोडक्शन बहुत बढ़ गया. द इंक्रीज्ड क्वांटिटी ऑफ प्रोडक्शन लेड टू द रिवोल्यूशन. मीन्स एग्रीकल्चर फील्ड में बहुत प्रोडक्शन बढ़ गया ड्यू टू अप्लाइंग ऑफ दिस. व्हाट इज दैट? दिस इज कॉल्ड द मॉडर्न फार्मिंग मेथड. This period is known as the Green Revolution period. So the Green Revolution in the late 1960s introduced the Indian farmer to cultivation of wheat and rice using high yielding varieties, that is HYV seeds, and compared to the traditional seeds. HYV seeds promised to produce much greater amount of grain on a single plant. As a result, the same piece of land would now produce far larger quantities of food grains than was possible earlier. ठीक है, so HYV seeds however needed plenty of water and also chemical fertilizers. So here some of the merits and demerits we'll be discussing about this Green Revolution. मेरिट्स तो बहुत प्रोडक्शन बढ़ गया. देन फार्मर्स ऑल्सो अर्न अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉफिट. दे कुड सेल मोर प्रोडक्शन इन आउटर एरियाज एंड देयर स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग ऑल्सो इंक्रीज. These are called the merits of Green Revolution. What are the demerits? The demerits, what are the demerits? Number one, the HYV seeds need higher amount of water. It was very difficult in rural area to provide the water. कितना इलेक्ट्रिसिटी खर्चा करोगे in providing the water? This is number one. Pesticides also it required more. That also somehow it affected the crop. ठीक है, and pesticides to produce best results, and that also it is called one of the demerit of Green Revolution. Even though it is producing a higher amount, it has some demerits. Clear? It also affected the quality. Number third demerit, it also affected the quality, the fertility of the land. Because बहुत ज़्यादा तुम्हारे chemical fertilizer यूज हुआ, so definitely it may the land lost its fertility. Clear? Then third, sometimes the farmers also needed huge amount of money. That also very difficult for them. They had to borrow the money from the money lenders. Clear? And sometimes they remain indebted. Clear? In the cycle of loan. These are called the demerits of Green Revolution or modern farming method. Farmers of Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh were the first to try out this modern farming method. Remember which states? Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh. ठीक है? The farmers in these regions set up tubewells for irrigation and made use of HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, pesticides in farming. Some of them bought farm machinery like tractors, threshers, which made plowing and harvesting faster. They were rewarded with high yield of wheat. बहुत सारा wheat production. In Palampur, the yield of wheat grown from the traditional varieties was 1300 kg per hectare, and with HYV it increased to 3200 kg per hectare. So there was a large increase in the production of wheat. Farmers now had greater amount of surplus wheat to sell in the market. It is called merit. And already I have told merits and demerits of modern farming method are called the Green Revolution. ठीक है? Next, third one. Will the land sustain? I repeat, will the land sustain? What will be the answer? If you use all these things in the land, for utilizing all these things in the land, and to again more and more from the same land, you will use more pesticide, more herbicides and all. In that case, what will happen? Definitely the land will lose its fertility. Clear? When land is a natural resource, and it is necessary to be careful in its use. Clear? So scientific reports indicate that the modern farming methods have overused the natural resource base. Clear? So in many areas, green revolution is associated with the loss of soil fertility due to increased use of chemical fertilizers. And also, its continuous use of groundwater for tubewell irrigation has led to depletion of the water level. Groundwater, I told the electric run tubewell you will use, definitely the groundwater level also will reduce. Once water table under the earth, that also affected due to this green revolution. Okay. So environmental resource like soil fertility, the groundwater are built up over the years. It takes a lot of time, children. So once destroyed, it is very difficult to restore them. We must take care of the environment to ensure future development of agriculture. To ensure that agriculture future bhi karna hai, so that presently we should use the equipments, the materials what we need in agriculture in a sustainable process. Clear? Next I'll discuss the fourth one. The fourth point under the third unit will be discussing about how is land distributed between the farmers of Palampur. Land कैसे distribute किया जाता है between the farmers of Palampur. You must have realized how important land is for farming. Unfortunately, not all the people engaged in agriculture have sufficient land for cultivation. सबके पास तो sufficient agriculture field नहीं होता है. In Palampur, some are called laborers, some are called farm laborers, some are called landless laborers, some are called the hired laborers. Okay. So in village of Palampur, about 1/3 of the 450, I already told 450 families रहते हैं, are landless, and only 150 families, most of them are called Dalits and have no land for cultivation. Clear? 1/3 450 से 1/3 जितना है, that is called, उनके पास they're called the families are landless, उनके पास बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं. And 150 family, most of them Dalits, have no land for cultivation. Now got it? So of the remaining families who own land, 240 families cultivate small plots of land less than 2 hectares in size. Cultivation of such plots doesn't bring adequate income to the farmer family. इतना कम पैसा earn होता है because 240 families cultivate very small plots of land, and that less than 2 hectares. Can you imagine? It is very difficult to earn enough money to sustain their life. You can see the large number of small plots scattered around the village in the picture. Clear? If you see the village in the book, the picture is given, it is scattered. These are cultivated by the small farmers. On the other hand, more than half of the area of the village is covered by plots that are quite larger in size. In Palampur, there are 60 families of medium and large farmers who cultivate more than 2 hectares of land. A few of the large farmers have land extending over 10 hectares or more. So you have seen that how the people are living in this area. Some are landless, some are small farmers, some are big farmers, and they are hired by the other people. So in this way they were living their life. So this part says that land should be distributed equally among all, so that all people can because it is a democratic country. I am bringing political science here because it's a democratic country. So in village of Palampur, at least all people should get equal opportunity to have their own land, so that they can at least they can remain happily with taking the money from the same land. Clear? Next come to the next heading, that is called fifth one. Who will provide the labor? लैंड हो गया फिक्स से वेस्टलैंड, प्रोडक्शन का मेथड भी जान लिए. नाउ लेबर कहाँ से आएगा? दैट इज कॉल्ड लेबर, द मैन पावर. हु विल प्रोवाइड द लेबर? आफ्टर लैंड, लेबर इज द नेक्स्ट नेसेसरी फैक्टर दैट ऑलरेडी टोल्ड. फार्मिंग रिक्वायर्स अ ग्रेट डील ऑफ हार्ड वर्क. Small farmers along with their families cultivate their own fields. They provide the labor required for farming themselves, whereas medium and large farmers, they hire farm laborers to work on their fields. Small farmers तो अपने खुद के लैंड में वो लोग कल्टिवेट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन लार्ज फार्म उनका तो क्या प्रेस्टीज डाउन हो जाएगा, उनको ह्यूमिलेट लगेगा. सो व्हाट दे नीड, वो लैंडलेस लेबर को वो लोग हायर करते हैं. एंड फार्म लेबरर्स कम ईदर फ्रॉम लैंडलेस फैमिलीज और दैट ऑलरेडी टोल्ड families cultivating small plots of land. Unlike farmers, farm laborers do not have a right over the purchase of the things. Okay? So crops grown on the land, instead they are paid wages by the farmer for whom they work. Wages can be in cash or kind, means these landless labor they hired by the large farmers or money lenders, वो लोग अपना ये में उनको लगाएंगे, उनको पैसा या तो either they will give in cash or in kind. Kind means the crop. Sometimes laborers get meals also. Wages vary widely from region to region and from crop to crop. From one farm activity to another, the wages also vary from person to person. There is also a wide variation in the duration of employment. Employment में भी duration है. Remember that. What is the duration? जिसको ज़्यादा पैसा चाहिए, definitely वो ज़्यादा काम करेगा. जिसको कम चाहिए, वो कम काम करके उतना पैसा में चलाएगा. So a farm laborer might be employed on a daily basis for one particular farm activity like harvesting or for the whole year, so that the money should come to their pocket, because for sustaining their life they require the money in every time, and regular basis they need the money. So in that case what happened? In that case the farm laborers should be used regularly on a regular basis. They should be engaged in different agricultural activities, so that their wages should be regular. So no one could be be tortured or be poor in the different village areas. Clear?